Okay, so this was an absolutely insane chapter with a ton of developments that I did not expect to see this week. This was like so out of left field. I feel like I read it last night and I just skimmed it again now and I'm like absolutely flabbergasted. Like with the developments. Is my lip bleeding? It is. Ugh. Anyway, I'm just gonna dive right in. I'll go through and see page by page, and we'll dissect this because it's pretty insane. So, um, okay, so where the cover story is going, Yamato's picking up women, eating soba, and apparently there's missing girls that are going missing. I wonder like part of me was saying this like arc is leading to like the return of Kaido and Big Mom because I am a firm my lip is really bleeding. God, ugh. I'm a firm believer that they are not dead. Oda wouldn't just kill them off screen like that, I guess. So I'm interested to see where this goes. I wonder if it has something to do with like king or queen recruiting some people, like kidnapping people for some purposes or something like that. Because I know they weren't like I can't remember if Green Bull killed them or if Green Bull just like drained their energy temporarily. I'd have to go back and read the like aftermath of Wano for a refresher on that. But I'm interested to see where that goes. So like there's like so everyone's partying. Someone who drinks Brixton's the absinthe. Oh, Sanji. Of course, it's Sanji. I'm like looking like who. So yeah, they're like drinking absinthe. They said to make cause hallucinations, and I think my take is that that's a misdirect of what you are supposed to think is happening at the end of the chapter, but it's not actually happening. That's why I think Oda put that there, which we'll get to. We'll get to because I have some thoughts and theories. I have not watched any reviews or anything about this chapter purposely, so I wouldn't be tainted. So I'll give you my ideas. Okay, so this here made me cry. This Bonnie feeling safe enough to transition back into her kid form with smiling Kuma, who's like pretty much just a husk at this point, no life left, but still has that like basic emotion enough to smile, and we finally got to reach together. Right, like that. I lost it. I was like sobbing reading that. Anyway, now we're getting to this incident. Bartolomeo. So I knew right away the poison was fake. I knew it was just a test to see how, like, it was a test by Shanks to see how Bartolomeo would behave. If he would go ahead and try to carry out the mission, he has no integrity, but the fact that he just chugged it, drank it there, you know, um, like I think that was enough for like Shanks to be like, okay, like this person made a mistake, but we'll give him another chance. He has integrity overall. I knew right away that that was going to be the case. I'm like, there's no way Shanks is just caught Helen to assassinate Luffy, and there's no way he would do it. So it makes total sense. Except like, so okay, so like this was wild. So I wonder how Shanks will react to this because it's like it seems clear that this was not Shanks's order because Shanks is surprised by Yasop coming up and doing this. Yasop's absolute menace, just nukes the fucking what's their ship called? I don't even remember. It's to say the Barto Club pirate ship. Yeah, just completely nukes it. Absolute menace, and yeah, I'm curious like how Shanks will react to that because it is clear insubordination, and I wonder it would be very interesting for the red hair pirates and the straw hat pirates to collide at Elbath, and Yasop is being like removed from the crew or being punished or something when they're finally reunited, like Usopp sees his dad not in good standing with the crew. And as I think about it now, that might be a parallel to like Usopp in Water 7 when he was not in good standing with the crew. And, it would be interesting to see Usopp's perspective is on that and how he feels about that. Because I feel like Shanks will not just like be like, oh, okay, guess that's fine. He might, but like it seems like if this chapter showed anything about his character, like it's not that. So we got all the stuff on Hachinosu, Blackbeard returning, and finding out that they still have Garp confirmed. Awesome part right there. Of course he was alive. Like, if they don't show him explicitly dying, no one ever dies in this series unless it's an explicit death. So he contacts, he contacts Lafitte, and it's Lafitte. Yeah, I think that's his name, and he's at Mary Joie, monitoring things, seeing, and it seems like the siege on the Revolutionary Army siege on Mary Joie is like continually going. Like, I didn't really think I understood that context. Like, it seems like they're still bombing any food that manages to make it to the Red Line is being bombed, so it can't make it to the top. So it seems like it's an ongoing attack. I think, so they're saying saying the time to sit back to watch, get ready. I think, so I was going to say that, I was about to say right now that they're going to use Jay Garcia's face, to infiltrate Mary Joie, but that one, there's two holes in that I'm realizing right now. One, that won't work because I think the rest of the Gorosei know that Jay Garcia is dead or been, taken off the board, and that Figarland is taking that spot. Like, so they would know if Jay Garcia just walked in, it's not him. They would know right away. So that, and also, Katarina is not with Lafitte. I think Katarina's going down. Katarina is back in Hachinosu. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm interested. So there's some sort of Blackbeard plan that is in motion for Mary Joie, that Lafitte will be carrying out, that does not involve using Saturn's face. So yeah, I'm open to any ideas you might have. I have no idea what it could be, but it seems like it's going into motion. I wonder if this is going to stick, this new way of storytelling where this happened throughout Egghead, but all the world events are being conveyed at the same time as the primary arc. I think this is makes so much sense for the final saga of the series, and it seems like that's where they're heading, because there are Elbaf developments here in this chapter, of course, and there's also all these different what the other characters are up to around the world events. So, I really hope they continue this and we don't just go into a siloed Elbaf story right now. But anyway, so it's 2 days since the Giant Warrior Pirates left Egghead, but they should have arrived at Elbaf already. It's the narrator is saying this, and they have not. And the Sunny's gone. Luffy's gone. And Nami's gone. And the only one we see, so there's a voice, we don't know who's saying it, saying, Nami, hey, wake up. So it's someone that has to know who Nami is. It could just be Luffy calling to her. We don't know, but it's someone that has to know her name and know who she is. Her body's not shown on the ship, right? It's not like she's in a daze or something. Yeah, no. So I was gonna say maybe someone's trying to wake her up, but she's caught trapped in the dreams or something. But so she's hungover. She wakes up and she's in what would be a Lego castle of sorts. You see the Lego floors, Lego flowers, Lego rafters there, Lego barrel. It's some sort of Lego castle. So my first initial gut reaction before when we were, I'm like, are we getting like a surprise arc here? Like something that none of us anticipated, that Oda expected? And if so, is that something that Oda would have cut? But after seeing, like, I didn't watch any videos, but I couldn't help see stuff on Twitter and Tumblr, like theorization and stuff. And after reading that, I think a lot of people, what they're saying is probably more likely that this is part of Elbaf, and that, and I think the likely theory, like, like I saw piecemeal across Twitter, is that, you know, Nami was taken by someone in Elbaf that perhaps has the ability to transport her. And she was taken to some sort of dollhouse, to like, or Lego house in this case, to be owned by this person. And like a lot of people are saying it's probably Loki, who, if you remember, is like, has been hinted at and referenced throughout the series, especially in Whole Cake, who's supposed to be, is he the Prince of Elbaf? And a lot of people have theorized that like maybe he's like taking her as his own, and like perhaps the Straw Hats, like part of their conflict in Elbaf, because there wasn't really a clear conflict set up for Elbaf. And part of the conflict of Elbaf is like a Nami retrieval arc, like trying to get her back from Loki, and maybe Loki is the villain. Like, we don't know much about Elbaf society in the current context. Like, maybe Loki's a tyrant, and this is like what they're dealing with. So like, and the Luffy has to defeat Loki. Like, we don't know, but it would be really like we don't know Loki's scale of power, but it would be interesting to see him go from Kaido to Gorosei to Loki. You know, it's a little weird, but like this is like interesting, and I could be like, all of the internet and me could be completely off course with this, with knowing Oda. He could just pull something completely unexpected out. Who knows? Maybe my initial gut reaction that we might be getting a different arc like than expected right now could be the case. But yeah, like we really don't know what's to come, and that's very exciting. Very exciting. It almost reminds me of the same like feeling in my gut that I had when we were first starting Egghead, before we knew it was Egghead, and we just saw that orb in the sky that Bonnie was trapped in. We're like, wait, what's going on here? What's this arc gonna be? Like, what's next for the story? And I have that same feeling right now, and it's incredibly exciting. So, and we don't get a break next week. So we get a new chapter next week. Hopefully, like, unless they could just come out and say something, but incredibly exciting chapter. So many revelations that we, quite frankly, was not expecting at all, and I'm so excited to see where this goes. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm just skimming through quickly, but I think that's about it. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in whatever the next upload may be.